Today I'm going to report Chapter 15 about result of the Philippine-American War, Filipino casualties and losses. Historians struggle to determine the exact number of Filipino casualties during the war due to poor record keeping. Estimates suggest around 250,000 Filipinos died, though General Franklin Bill claimed that over 600,000 deaths occurred in Luzon alone, possibly reaching 1 million nationwide, including Visayas and Mindanao. The war, the war also caused severe economic devis- devastation. About 90% of Carabaos died from reindeer, from reindeer pests, reducing rice production to one-fourth of the normal level. Once thriving industries and farms producing sugarcane, coffee, tobacco, and abaca were disturbed or abandoned, leading to whispered hardship. The disposition of the friar lands. The poor masses, mainly peasants, heavily supported the wars for independence, yet they gained little from them, while the revolutionary government confiscated friar lands. These were sold to wealthy illustrators who could afford payment, leaving peasants lands peasants landless. After the Treaty of Paris in 1898, the US acquired 422,000 acres of church lands, which were later bought from the Vatican in 1905 for 16.9 million. These lands were then sold to the Filipino elites and American businessmen as rewards for the supporting US rule. In the end of the peasants who fought and suffered most in wars remained poor and without land. Phili- Phil- Philippinizations of the Church. The birth of the Aglipayan Church, Iglesia Independiente, was rooted in the struggle of Filipino pride to the Philippines. The Catholic Church, continuing the earlier secularization movement led by the fathers Burgos Gomez and Zamora. The conflict was largely racial, as Spanish friars opposed Filipino clergy holding high positions. During the Katipunan Revolution, most friars sided with the Spanish government, promoting Apolinario Mabini to accuse them of aiding colonial operation and even taking up arms against Filipinos. Mabini therefore refused to release captured friars. Philippinization of the Church. In the later phase of the Revolution, 1898, Spanish officials tried to regain Filipino support by sending Father Guru Aglipay to convince revolutionary leaders to side with Spain against the Americans, promising autonomy in return. Allegedly failed, and after Aguinaldo's return from Hong Kong, he was pursued pursued instead to join the Filipino Revolutionary Return from Hong Kong. uh, Revolutionary cause, marking the beginnings of the Ali, Ali Aglipayan Church movement. Aguinaldo asked Father Gregorio Aligipay to go to northern Luzon to promote the revolutionary cause, while Archie, Archbishop Bernardino Nozalila instructed him to speak the purchase their Aligapai carried out the archbishop's ordered to return to the Manila to report, but with the city under siege, so Aguinaldo's forces to recognize the importance of the revolution and decided to join Aguinaldo in Cavite, sealing to the Filipino revolutionary movement. Aglipay becomes military vicar general. Apolinario Mabini, a Mason, welcomed to growing separation between church and state during the revolution under the influence. The revolutionary government in 1898 officially recognized civil marriage, reasoning that it was consistent with the new secular order, unlike other Spanish rule, where only church marriage were valid. The mark of the major reform Mabini also pushed the government to deny the authority of the archbishop to the required Filipino priest to get government approval before accepting church possession, aiming toward support for the revision of for the government approval before accepting church positions, aiming to with support to the revision of October 20, 1898. Emilio Aguinaldo appointed Gregorio Alipay military vicar general, making him to religious head to recover the revolutionary government. Nozalida excommunicates Aglipay. Gregorio Aglipay faced a conflict between his duties as a Catholic priest and his loyalty to the Filipino revolutionary government. Choosing nationalism, he urged Filipino priests to unite and support the revolutionary government could not recognize Spanish bishop due to their influence. Aglipay called for a council to request Filipino appointments to church position and encouraged Price to take over vacant parishes, alarmed Archbishop Nozolida, accustomed to opposing usurping authority, and on May 5, 1899, excommunicated Aglipay, leveling him a pushover and systematic and oppressing the Filipino people. Mabini and the National Church. Being the patriot and the nationalist, Mabini, who 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 no longer held the government position, was vacationing in Rosales, Pangasinan, where he issued a manifesto on October 22, 1899, urging the Filipino priests to the established national church. It was to Catholic, but under the control supervision of Filipino priests, according to Mabini. His manifesto to the Filipino clergy. Let the Filipino clergy show their zeal and love for the church. Let them show their capacity to government, not only the priests but also the justice. Let them show the regular orders are not needed in the Philippines to maintain alive the faith and the Catholic religion, and the Pope, who cannot separate from the justice as the vicar of Christ, who is God, has to recognize the rights and the merits of the Filipino. Price. This is the most important is the most occasion the divine providence offers them to obtain the repatriation of their grievances. Those who appear to be something more than more con, con, conjectures and pages must not let occasion pass. Maveni and the National Church. Mabini was against the destruction of the Catholic Church in the Philippines. He 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 was for it prevent prevent preservation, preservation but this preservation according to Mabini must be based on the appointment of the Filipino presses to all position. Thus, the national church would still be Catholic, recognizing the Pope of the Rome, but Filipino Catholic Church is should, in the opinion of the Mabini, cooperate with the revolutionary government and not with the Spanish colonial government. The national the national church. Mabini call for the Filipino National Church was warmly welcomed by the Filipino clergy who saw it as right movement, claimed leadership. The church encouraged government to support Giorgio Aglipay, convened a meeting to Filipino Tarlac on October 23, 1899. Per the Filipino Church defending of the Catholicism. In 1901, Isabel de los Reyes returned to Manila to founded the Union Obrera Democratica. The country first labor union capitalizing on the strong anti-friars sentiment. He proposed forming a Filipino church independent of Rome, naming Aglipay as its supreme bishop. His proposal was enthusiastically accepted and thus an Iglesia Filipina Independiente, Philippine Independent Church, was founded, marking in complete separation from the Roman Catholic Church. Converts to the new church. Isabelo de los Reyes, eager to promote the Iglesia Filipina Independiente, listed several prominent figures such as Fernando Maguerero, Martin Ocampo, Trinidad H. Pardo de Tavera, Manuel Artigas, and priests like Adriano Garces, George Berlin, Manuel Rosas, and Toribio Dominguez. As supporters, however, while these men were not opposed the idea, they denied any formal involvement with the new church. Even Aglipay initially initiated instead of efforts to recognize and room should be made before taking such a drastic step. De los Rios was disappointed by the lack of the support, but the masses only embraced the movement by the end of 1902. 14 Filipino princes has joined the Iglesia Filipina Independiente with a more officially formed Ilocos Norte following later, leading to the rapid growth of the new national church. Attempts to win back Aglipay. When Giorgio Aglipay learned that he had been proclaimed Supreme Bishop of the new Iglesia Filipina Independiente without his consent, he was annoyed. At that time, he was meeting with Spanish Jesuit at the Jesuit House in Santa Ana, Manila, where Jesuit throughout Leon M. Guerrero and Joaquin Luna had arranged the conference of the persuade him to return to Catholic Church. During the meeting of Aglipa emphasized that the Catholic Church of the Philippines should be Filipinized, meaning it should run a Filipino price. A provincial council for a Filipino church was drafted to independent from church bishop except in extreme cases. The represented the Filipino Clergy Association of Ateneo from Spanish control. However, in the Philippine-American War and the whispered turmoil and destruction it caused prevented the full establishment of the Filipino National Church at that time. Opposition of the Filipinization. The movement of the Filipinas of the Catholic weekend alongside the Filipino defeats in the battle in January 1900. Monsignor Basido Capel and American patriots arrived in the Manila instead of supporting the Filipino Gregory. He sided with the Spanish friar, declaring that anyone opposing of them to enemy religion public order, he threatened of the subdue Filipino presses for the first boosting of his dual threat of the Pope's delegate and the American chapel, with the far as the say revolutionary leaders should be executed at the Filipino price were unfit for leadership, suited only for menial roles of the church. His harsh and insulting remarks deeply offended the eliminated of the Filipino liturgy, aiming to the bitter hostility. The separation of from the room. Monsignor Chapel's bluntness while acceptable to some Americans was seen the Filipinos are offensive and disrespectful. His attitude insulted the Filipino clergy who then united more firmly in their campaign to the Filipinized Catholic Church. In Rome, Filipino President Jose Canio Chanco and Salustiano Arolo personally appealed to the Pope to address the Filipino clergy governments, but the Pope gave to the contrary promises of Philippine rejecting their petition. Meanwhile, in Spanish, Isabella de los Rios contributed to the advocate to the Filipino Roman Catholic Church to yet broken the Rome and Manila between truly the Filipino Church. Concentration of Aglipay as bishop. Dissolution of by the encounter with Ferrandada, Georgia. Aglipay finally decided to accept the position of the Bishop of the Iglesia on October 1902. Importance of the new church. The Iglesia Filipina Independiente Aglipayan Church. He was born in the Philippine Revolution and affected the nationalistic spirit of the Filipinos. Speaking of the political legions, independence encouraged the Spanish to the felt truly Filipino church and symbolized Filipino pride, independence, and unity. That's all. Thank you.